Another room and sat in on their press conference because they sent me to the wrong place. So I'm like there going, I'll answer anything. Go ahead, ask me. I don't really even know what the hell show this is, but go ahead, shoot from the hip. I will. Go ahead. What do we do?
I guess we just start asking questions.
Go ahead.
What do you think? What do you think about the progress of your character's alcoholism? It seemed like he started out sort of in a gray alcoholic area, and now that part of the story doesn't seem to be as
well. It is there. I don't think that Stilinski ever had a real problem. I think that he drank when his wife died.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of fell in the bottle, and he climbed out of the bottle pretty quickly. He knew that he had responsibilities to raise his child, and so he didn't. It was never a real problem, and I think that it's been alluded to. Maybe somebody else had a problem. He's alluding to my problem.
Okay.
I don't think I have a problem. You have a problem.
Are you happy with the way your character has developed over the seasons?
I am. I'm ecstatic, and I think that all comes down to Jeff and what he writes and gives us and creates for us. And I think that he really watches and sees what works, and sort of we go down a path that maybe he didn't know we were going to go down, and I think that now that I know about what's going on in the really the supernatural element, I think that it opens up a whole nother chapter. Stilinski's evolution.
How do you think your character's going to handle knowing everything that's actually going on?
Well, I've been a father for a long time, so I told my kids that I know everything anyway. But I think it's tough. I think it's you have to as a police officer, you go back and you have to really rethink cases that you couldn't solve before, and you have to go back and look at things, to go through past cases, unsolved cases, and look at them with new information. And it's also it's an issue of if I had known before what I know now, could I have saved people? Could I have done things differently? So it's a double-edged sword, and I think that like Jeff has talked about that. And one of the things that I love about this show is that people can make mistakes, because we all make mistakes, and we learn from them, and then we move forward with the new information and try and muddle through the best that we can.
Are you looking forward to maybe the sheriff getting some action, Mama McCall maybe? I'm just saying, I think it should head that way.
I think that there's
Glimmer of hope.
There's a lovely chemistry there.
It's great to watch you guys together.
She's beautiful. She's funny. She's smart. She's talented, and we have a great time together. So yeah, I think that I don't know. We'll see.
Come on, I'm rooting for you.
At the panel, Jeff Davis mentioned that there's going to be a new character who's going to play a deputy. What's the relationship going to be like between the sheriff and the new deputy?
I think that it's going to be, he's a young kid who's come on the force and parish, and it's, you're mentoring a young guy in your profession, and it's, and he doesn't know what I know. He doesn't, and I can't fill him I cannot fill him in on what I know, but I can help him along.
Well, that's good. It keeps that story element alive then.
Yeah. Which?
The character who doesn't know anything is really confused about everything.
Yes.
Which used to be your character.
Yeah. Now I'm on the inside looking out, and I Scott's dad doesn't know anything.
Right.
Agent McCall.
Well, right. That's true.
And there are a lot of people who don't know anything. And it's probably better that way.
Are we going to learn more in this season about the relationship between your character and his wife and how Styles and his mom
Died? Yeah, we are. We will learn how she died, what happened, and it's a pretty key story element.
I'm curious if you could share like a behind the scenes moment, like some things where you like the rest of the cast.
With these guys, Dylan and Tyler, and oh my God, it's like a barrel of monkeys every day. They get together. I mean, I don't even know. Do you guys know that they lived together the first 2 years in Atlanta? First year, it was Posey, Dylan, and Heckler.
Oh, goodness.
All living together.
And they all
Oh my
survived?
God.
And Tyler Heckler was like, he became like the den mother. And he, with those two, and it was like, and so next year he's like, no, I'm moving out. And they stayed together, and they get together, and they laugh, and they go off on these tangents that only they sort of know right where they're going. And what's been kind of cool is that the first year, I'd come home and I'd be like, I got nothing in common with these. It's like they're 18,
Right.
17, 18. And now there's a lot more common ground. We all know each other better. They've got they've grown up. I mean, they're men. They're really good men. And I don't know. Yeah, there's no shortage of it. A lot of laughing, a lot of inappropriate crap, a lot of farts. Farts.
They don't play tricks on you?
That to ring through the entire building like that.
No, not really. Not that I know of. No.
You mentioned Scott's dad. Is there going to be like the classic FBI versus local law enforcement?
There will be some of that, absolutely. It's never good if you have an interest in a woman to have her ex-husband show up in town again.
So much drama.
Yeah. No. Anything else?
Do you think we'll have issues with Agent McCall being back because of how close Styles and Scott are?
Will
We'll
I?
see, we'll see it as a different, not just, the ex is back, but
No.
he broke
I mean, I think that
his son.
I mean, I've always thought that, he's in law enforcement, I'm in law enforcement. Our kids are best friends. I've known him, I knew him back before he left. We've known each other a long time. There's history.
Could there be a couple fist fights maybe?
No, there's no fist fights yet. And Jesus, Maddie's a big guy. Why do you always have to hire tall people?
I feel you.
Yeah, right?
do you think your character is going to be, or can you tell us, involving or consulting more with Styles on cases that do concern more of the supernatural element? Since now you know all about it.
No, I don't know. We'll see. There is a. Can't get one.
Is the relationship between Sheriff Stilinski and Scott going to change at all now that he knows, like, this kid I know who grew up is now a werewolf? Like, maybe...
It is. It's. Look, I always think about it as real life, and as much as we sit and we have these conversations and we watch these TV shows and we're all down along with it if I actually literally came to you and said, they're werewolves. No, they're...
I'd have a problem.
Yeah, you'd be skeptical at the least. So yeah, I mean, I think that it's ideal in a world of reality, of facts, of you know, evidence and forensic science and solving crimes. And now I've got a kid who's a werewolf, and he's not alone. So yeah. I think it actually makes Scott and my relationship better. It was always good, but now I can't just look at him as that knucklehead kid who hangs out with Stiles. Yeah. One more?
What's been your favorite scene to shoot so far?
No, there's a lot of them. Yeah. I can't remember what scene it was, but I couldn't get through it because we just kept laughing. And it wasn't a comedy scene. It was supposed to be really serious, but it's like you say, and then you're like, it's here. We got, it's that Scooby-Doo moment, and I couldn't get through it. So yeah, I love those kind of things. And it's bad because it's usually late at night, and the crew's tired, and everyone wants to go home, and you're like, and yeah, I don't know. I love scenes with Dylan, and I love scenes with Melissa. I like. But with Dylan, I think the father-son stuff. You know what? I'll tell you my favorite scene, and it was at the end of, I think, season 2, when he had done great in North Boston. I love that scene.
That's a great scene.
Where I told him he was a hero. He was, and it's that he was great. It's that really good, nice scene.
It's a good one.